All right, so um, this list is going to be what my favorite classic arcade games are from the year 1986. Now, 1986 is one of, if not my favorite year for arcade and video games. I'm serious about that. I think 1986 had, well, just for me personally, had the most um like so many of my all-time favorite games for some reason. um I think if I went through all my favorite games, more would come out in 1986 than any other year. 86 and 87 would probably be pretty close, but yeah, those are, I love the mid to late 80s um, arcade and video games. Um, and so this will be my top 10 favorite. I'll stick with arcade games for this list and do a separate one for computers and consoles. So I thought that might be kind of fun. So, and so you also tell me what your favorite games are, what your 10 favorite games are from the arcades in 1986. There's a lot of classic, timeless games from that year. So I'll start with Rygar. I love Rygar. It's very difficult. It's just a really cool action platformer. Gets very hectic. That's the type of game that I really like because you can keep. I like those super hard, fast paced, hectic games, um, like arcade style games like that. You can keep coming back to it for more. You know, see if you can get better at them. They're just really fun. Um, so yeah, Rygar definitely by Tecmo. I'll put that at number one. Let's see. I really like Athena for the same reasons. It's hard. It's hectic. It's fast paced. It's crazy. Really good platformer to me personally. Everybody else is going to feel different about these. I really like Athena by SNK. By SNK. Um, the arcade version only, by the way, not the console version for the NES. The arcade version is much better. Um, and I like the arcade version of Rygar a lot more than I do the NES version too. I'm not wasn't the biggest fan of the NES version of that game. Others may feel different. I just think it's too easy and didn't enjoy it as much. I like the fast paced, hectic arcade style of the original. But let's see. Okay, Rygar, Athena. I like Alex Kidd from Sega, the arcade game, for the same reason. It's hard. Same reason. It's hard. It's fast paced. It's I really like that game. So Alex Kidd. Um, I like all the other Alex Kidd games too, but the arcade version is getting the number three for 86. Let's see. Um, oh, there's so many. I like Legendary Wings by Capcom. That's really cool. Um, the arcade version, not the NES version. I never really played the NES version, but I mean, I just saw some people playing it online. But yeah, I love the arcade version of that. It goes from top down shooter to um, a sort of run and gun style, um, to sort of run and gun style areas. Really cool hybrid game. Um, let's see, that's four, right? So, okay, what else? What am I forgetting here? And this is just off the top of my head. I'm not looking at anything online right now. I'm just like trying to guess. There's so many great games from 1986. Um, all the companies were just hitting out banger after banger after banger in those days. All the great arcade companies from like both Japan and America. Um, can't really think of an Atari. Well, wait. Can't really think of an Atari game from '86 that I can put in my top 10. There might be though. I'm forgetting. And then there's Bally Midway. Um, I actually really like Joust 2 from Williams. It's different, a little different from the original Joust. I like the variety in that one. That's a cool game. Um, yeah, why not? Let's put that in the top 10 for now. Joust 2. Um, I'm guessing a lot of people probably don't even know that that game exists, or at least have never played it. But it's fun if you can get into it. It's similar to the first Joust, but it's like there's more to it. That's why I like it so much. They just put um more variety into it, I guess. All right, so that's 5 already. Okay. Um, try to keep this under 10 minutes if I can. And try not to ramble on too much. Um, I'm still trying to figure out how to do videos since this is kind of all new to me. So I know a lot of these sound pretty amateurish, but just trying my best to talk about like all the things that I love and am interested in. That's that's why I'm doing these videos right now, and to get my mind off of all this stupid mystery illness that I'm going through as well. Helps me cope with that. Um, let's continue with the list. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the other companies' games like Data East. Um, can't think of anything to put in the top 10 from them in that year. There's some good ones though. Oh, um, Getsufu Meden from Namco. Yeah, you're like a samurai and you're going through like hell or something, like hellish worlds, hellish like Japanese fantasy worlds. Really cool game. It's got like three different perspectives. There's side scrolling, two different kinds of side scrolling level areas, like designed levels, and then like a top down type type of levels. But yeah, that is a really cool game. I like there's a Famicom version by Konami that's good too. Both of those are very good games. Okay, let's see. That's 6. So Namco's Getsufu Meden, I believe that's what it's called. Um, let's see. Oh, Rolling Thunder by Namco too. There's another cool Namco game. Yeah, Rolling Thunder. Run and gun shooter, classic. Very fun. Okay, that's 7, I think, right? Okay. And let's see. Um, drawing a blank here for at the moment. But I mean, let's see. There's so many. Um, let's see. What am I forgetting? Maybe Salamander by Konami. Really good shooter. Um, you got the top-down perspective and the side-scrolling levels. That's a pretty good game. That's a pretty good shooter. I love my shooters too. I love my arcade like run and guns, platformers, and my shooters, which were like all the rage back then, along with like several other unique styles of games. Like trying to think how many. I don't even know. I don't even know what number I'm on. 7 or 8, right? Okay. Um, if I go over one, whatever, that's fine. Um, let's see. So yeah, I'll put Salamander in there. That's a good one. It's an offshoot of the Gradius slash Nemesis series of games, of shooter games. I love all those Gradius games too. Um, let's see. Let's go with I kind of like Mr. Goman by Konami. That's kind of that I always enjoy playing that one. So yeah, I'll put that one on there. Yeah, that's good. Check it out. It's a lesser known Konami game, but it's really fun. It's very like the other kind of platformer games on this list. It's very like fast and hectic and crazy. Exactly the type of game that I like to play. I mean, I don't ever get bored of any of these games that I'm mentioning on here, and I've been playing them for years and years and years. So Mr. Goman, that's like 8 or 9, right? Number 8 or 9. Um, let's see what else. See, we're in '86, so like the Taito games. There's a lot of good Taito games like Bubble Bobble. Arcade Bubble Bobble is really fun. Um, do I want to put it on the list though? I'm not sure. I like Rainbow Islands more than Bubble Bobble, but I mean they're both like really fun games. Um, mm, well, maybe I'll just leave it on the list now since I keep drawing blanks. um, let's see. So yeah, Bubble Bobble. You can't go wrong with Bubble Bobble. It's always a fun time. The arcade game is the best one, best version of it. It's got like all those like secret bonus areas and stuff. It's fun. It's so fun. I think that's a must play for everyone. It's definitely a must play game for everybody. Single screen, single screen levels, very creative. There's all kinds of levels. How many levels are there? Like over 50, right? There's like a ton. It's really fun. Let's see what else. Oh, yes, another Tecmo game, Solomon's Key. For the same reasons, it's a really fun, creative single screen style game. I actually like that game more than Bubble Bobble, to be honest. Yeah, Solomon's Key is great. First played that on the NES, then later in the arcade. Of course, I love the arcade version the most. The NES version, I think, is pretty faithful to the arcade from what I remember. But yeah, Solomon's Key, can't go wrong with that. It's like a just check it out. All right, yeah. So 80 for 86, Tecmo's doing really good on my list. Namco too. Um, let's see what else. Maybe one more. Um, let's see. Maybe. Let's see. There's Zane to Selena by Technos. Um, that's pretty good. Let's see. But would it be in the top 10? Not sure. Trying to think of one more. Um, let's see. I was gonna put an Atari game in there, but I can't think of like a great Atari game at that from '86 right at the moment. Um, or a Bally Midway game. I can't think of um, one from '86 at the moment that I can put in the list. Um, I was never too crazy about like the Gauntlet games from the Atari Gauntlet games. Like they're fun, and I'll play them. They're just not like favorite games of mine. Um, let's see. Did Spelunker 2 from IREM come out in '86? Because if so, that's a fun game. Um, let's see. Trying to think of something else. Um, Pretty sure there's more Capcom games to put on there that I'm not thinking of. There's Wonder Boy by Westone. That's really good, like the original Wonder Boy game. Basically, Adventure Island on the NES. That's '86 too. Well, that's a really fun one. Let's see. I just don't want to put it on my top 10, but definitely worth a mention. Um, Shoot. I'm trying to think of that last one. Let's go with mm, I don't want to leave like a really good one out. There's so many good ones. Um, there's there's Jailbreak by Konami. I remember that one being fun. Um, hmm. Um, well, let's end with um, let's see. What would be that 10th one be? I think since I'm just drawing a blank right now, I'll end with Wonder Boy. All right, so that is my top 10 classic arcade games from 1986. One of my, if not my favorite year for video games. Period. Yes, it was that good. And 1987 is a close second. All right, you tell me your top 10 favorite arcade games from 1986 as well. Thanks for watching.